Soy un genio, tenía el micrófono apagado. Vamos al día del deceso.
Can you tell me if you saw Mr. Montague Dunn on the day of his death?
Hable.
Yes, of course. I met him, and we went to see Albert, his son, at around 9:30.
Ok.
He appeared quite calm.
Su ocupación esa mañana.
What were you doing on the morning of the accident?
Uy, perdón,
After
el ruido.
paying multiple
El
visits
mueble.
to Albert, I had a little talk with Miss White. Then I returned to my desk to complete some paperwork. Suddenly, I
Qué ruido estoy
observed
haciendo,
Mr.
perdón,
Dunn was not feeling well, so I ran immediately to fetch Albert. I clearly remember that it was around 10:30, for I was late that morning.
Ok.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Interesante. Ahora vamos con el hijo. Hable del día del deceso.
Your father's death does seem highly suspicious. What were your movements here on that day?
Suspicious. Well, I was working in the seed house, taking care of Lysa something, or Lear Pontus, or... No, wait. Ah, these Latin names. So many
Pobre.
hours trying to memorize them.
Did you see your father that day?
Yes, he came here with Mr. Hamish for his weekly visit. There was nothing unusual about that.
Ok.
And then?
Nothing. They stepped out to the backyard. It was perhaps 20 minutes before 10 o'clock. Then about 10 minutes later, I saw my father heading for the dry tropics room while Mr. Hamish returned here.
Ocupación de los demás.
And Mr. Hamish and Miss White, what were they both doing that morning?
Mr. Hamish visited me a couple of times. I also saw him returning from talking with Miss White, and that was at 10 minutes past 10. But then he ran back here to me to tell me that my father was feeling unwell. We hurried across to the water lily room, and I found my father lying dead on the floor. Oh my God.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Volvemos a vernos pronto. Uy. A ver. Ahora vamos a hablar. Vamos a ir por otro lado. Vamos a hablar con la chica. A ver qué dice ella. Sí, creo que por acá es más rápido. Sí, más rápido. No doy tantas vueltas. Hola. Hable del día del deceso.
Can you tell me what Mr. Dunn was doing upon the day of his death?
I can, but there is nothing very special to say. I was in the laboratory when I saw Mr. Dunn heading towards me. Tuesday is the day of his weekly visit. It was supposed to be at 9, but he was 10 minutes late, as usual.
And then?
Well, he came in to say good morning. Then I saw him spend 2 or 3 minutes by the plants outside the laboratory.
Ok.
After that, he ran out in the direction of the nursery, where Mr. Hamish was working. He was always in a rush during the inspection, you see. I would pity anyone who stood in his way.
El momento del deceso.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes. I stayed in the laboratory until 20 minutes to 11, when I heard the cries of Albert and Mr. Hamish from the large glass house.
Ok.
I joined them as soon as I could, for I knew that something must be very wrong.
What exactly were you doing in the laboratory?
I was recording an experiment for my thesis.
Mhm.
I only stopped my work once when Mr. Hamish visited me briefly around 10 o'clock.
Ok. Sus grabaciones.
You say you were recording an experiment when the tragedy occurred. Might I listen to the roll?
Certainly. Please do. You will find it in the laboratory. It is number 320.
Ya lo escuchamos ese.
Thank you, miss.
Algún tiempo después.
Everyone has gone, Holmes. The way is clear.
Ok. Ok, una. Dos. Ok. Sí. Y acá pasó todo lo que tenía que pasar. Y es lo de la puerta, que se cae. Se golpea y se mata. Perfecto.
When Montague Dunn was standing
Mhm.
close by the plants, the caterpillars were released and caused the deadly spores to activate.
Interesante.
And likely already half asphyxiated, Montague Dunn started back and knocked over the bust. He rushed to the door, but it
Okay.
was locked. He had to force it open with his shoulder. We already know the outcome. Montague Dunn collapsed and died not far from the pool.
Exacto.
Well, it is time to perform our experiment on the ventilation system.
Empezar el experimento.
The caterpillars could only fall from the ventilation duct. Our
Ahí está.
caterpillars are in place. I'll activate the ventilation system so that they fall down. Watson, stay here and observe.
All right, Holmes.
Más que observar le van a caer encima, pero bueno.
We have to activate the ventilation system.
Vamos por el sistema de ventilación. Este no es. Pero debe venir por acá sí o sí, estoy seguro. A ver. Creo que me fui por el lado contrario, pero bueno. No pasa nada. Ahí está, la ventilación. Ah, va para acá adentro. A ver, a ver. La ventilación.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Ok. ¿No puedo accionar la palanca esa? Parece que no. Eso quiere decir que me cambié a primera persona. Que es por acá. Qué susto, pensé que se movió eso. Y...
From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room.
Ok. ¿Tengo que activar el aire primero? Sí. Ok. Esto va a determinar si fue o la chica o el viejo.
The power. The engine has started.
Perfecto.
The ventilation system is working.
Perfecto. Y ahora... Gracias. A volver a accionar la palanca y probar cuál fue. A ver si es esta. No, escritorio no, baboso.
Excellent. This ventilation fan is working. Let us see if I can activate the other one. This is one of the... From here, we are unable to see the...
Ok. Tengo que activar el otro ahora entonces. Está justo dando la vuelta por acá.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Ah, ahí está.
Perfect. Now I just need to find Watson to check the result.
A ver.
It works perfectly, Holmes. Bravo. Now, if you could just help me to get rid of these
Pobre.
caterpillars.
Como me esperaba.
Now we know how the murder of Montague Dunn was carried out. by activating both Albert's and Mr. Hamish's fans.
Interesante.
But only from Mr. Hamish's workplace would it be possible to see when Montague Dunn entered the Colonial Collection Room.
Completado. Y... aún me faltan cosas. La oportunidad de Martin Hamish tuvo la oportunidad de estimular las plantas letales en la sala de colección colonial. Como biólogo habría entendido el proceso necesario para ello. Me averiguo quién mató al señor. Ah, acá está. Upsi, pensé que faltaba pistas. No, está todo. No, la secta para mí no está involucrada. Martin Hamish podría ser el asesino. Tuvo la oportunidad de robar las plantas del Dino Gremio y estimularlas desde su despacho, justo después de encerrar a Mountain Dew en la sala de colección colonial. Espera, falta experiencia de White. A mí, es de decir, señorita White sabía. Fuck. Sí, vamos por la señorita White. ¿O no? Efectuar el arresto de Martin Hamish. ¿Cómo? Espera, ¿arrestar?
Let's go to Scotland Yard.
Ok. Esto es muy premeditado, pero bueno.